All right, my friends, welcome to the 24-hour sales machine. I am Nathan Garcia, and I'm so excited to be here with you today because you are going to learn some great information that can help you instantly increase your online sales by 100% without hiring an expensive marketing firm. Now, disclaimer, this information is just for educational purposes only, and while the information comes from credible resources, there's no guarantee to the accuracy or the results that you're going to experience. A lot of your results will be dependent on how quickly you take this information and implement it in your business and how effectively you are able to build on these strategies. But how many of you would love to know how a top marketing strategy is built online? Well, would it be valuable to you to know how to knock it off in less than an hour? Well, when you stay until the end of this video, you'll get a link to download all of the resources you see here just for attending. But who am I and why should you be listening to me? Well, I've been in the sales industry for the past 14 years, and I've unfortunately tried everything from cold calling to knocking down doors, but this is by far the most effective system I've found. And I know a lot of guys in my position don't like to admit this, but I want to be 100% transparent with you up front. So in 2014, I spent about $45,000 trying to get my business off the ground. And in that period, I hired consultants, I built a website for $15,000, and I did a lot of direct mail. And from that effort, I only got about $10,000 back. And that experience left me with a really bad taste in my mouth. And so much so that I had to pick up all the pieces, start from scratch, learn everything. And I wanted to make sure after going through that process that no one else was put in my position, because that is the worst thing, to go out on your own, to feel optimistic and excited about your future, only to find out that you're actually further behind after doing the things that you thought were most effective. So right now what I want you to do is go ahead and close out any other windows, turn your phone off, flip it upside down, put it on mute. You want to focus on this because what you're about to learn cost me about $60,000 to learn and over 3 years of time to build. You're going to get a lot of value from this, but I want you to be able to make the most of it. So right now, close any other windows you have, put your phone on mute, turn it upside down, and let's pay attention. Because there's a big problem going on in America right now. You see, businesses need this information more than ever before. In 2017, over 700 stores have closed. Now, these weren't small stores. These were multi-million-dollar companies with access to the public markets. And these were companies that couldn't make it despite having access to billions of dollars and the best resources. These are companies like Kmart, who closed 66 stores. Companies like JCPenney, who had to close 138 stores. You had Ann Taylor close 268 stores. Gymboree closed 450 stores. These companies were once dominant in their fields, and now they are just a memory. And the reason that they were taken out was because they didn't adapt. You see, buying behavior has changed. In fact, today, recent studies have shown that over 60% of consumers start their purchase with a search engine before heading to a specific website. These customers want to know the reviews and gather information before they even walk into the store. But that's just one way that the buying behavior has changed. Today, consumers making purchases over $500 are spending more time gathering information before making a purchase. In fact, according to a study done by Rothstein Tauber, a marketing research company based in Stamford, Connecticut, they followed 3,220 consumers nationwide who had recently made purchases of $500 or more, and they found that the average person spent 79 days gathering information before making a major purchase. Now, this is really significant because if you don't have a marketing system that is online, that's able to stay in front of people for this amount of time, then you're unlikely to make the sale. And what the real tragedy here is that 88% of people will actually make their final purchase in store. Meaning that if you have stuck with these people, if you have given them the information that they've wanted, you are more likely to be successful with getting them as customers. So do you want to know what the 3 secrets are to growing your business online? Well, do you want the easy way that does not require you to ever search for new business again? Well, let's look at the 3 secrets. So secret number 1 is that you can use Facebook to build a never-ending prospect list. In fact, I'm going to show you 3 steps in just a minute that can help you leverage Facebook to grow your business. Secret number 2 is that Google can deliver hot buyers to you. So if you need to get some quick sales, if you're only looking for people who are ready to buy now, Google is going to be your best friend, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. And then secret number 3 is that you can convert prospects to customers using automated email sequences. I just shared with you that the average customer who's making a purchase over $500 is going to spend 79 days gathering information. So this is an opportunity for you to engage them in a conversation, to educate them and help them out. And using an automated email sequence can make that painless so that you can spend your time doing what you enjoy and what makes your business the most amount of money. So let's dive right in here with the first secret, which is how I use Facebook to build a never-ending prospect list. Now, we all know that prospects are an essential component of a marketing strategy. And in order to get them, you want to be able to attract people who are more likely to make a purchase from you. You see, Facebook and Google dominate online ad spending. In fact, in the first quarter of 2017, these 2 companies brought in over $21 billion in advertising revenue. That made up 88% of digital ad spend in the first quarter of 2017. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that companies are spending $21 billion on these platforms because they're not making money? Absolutely not, right? These guys are putting money in to these platforms because they know that it works. They know that they're able to get a good return on their money. So let's look at the 3 steps to Facebook marketing success. I know a lot of companies, they don't think that they belong on Facebook. They don't want to market on Facebook. They think that it is only for cat videos or sharing pictures of kids. But look, Facebook doesn't have to be intimidating if you're not advertising yet with it. In fact, learning this, you'll see why these companies are spending $21 billion per quarter to be there. The first way that you can have success with your Facebook advertising is simply to show an offer to people who visit your website the next time that they're on Facebook. And in order to do so, you have to use something called retargeting. Retargeting is just showing an ad to someone on Facebook after they have visited your website. Now, I know that this may seem like a shocking strategy to actually re-engage with people who visited your website after they are on a different platform, but this can actually be a very effective strategy because what it can do is allow you to segment interest. If somebody went to a specific product page, then next time they're on Facebook, I want to show them an ad for that specific product. Or if they were interested in if they had an abandoned cart where they put a product in a cart and then they just got busy and they closed the window, well, I want to show them an ad. And so retargeting using Facebook, you can allow your advertising to be segmented and you can show specific offers to specific people. You're also available, you can also gauge where they are in the buying cycle. So if somebody goes through, let's say that you're a car dealership and somebody clicks on just one image of a car, that person is probably not going to buy that car. But if they click every image of that car, they spent 10 minutes on the page, they looked at the finance calculator and put in their information, and then they didn't buy, that person is more likely to buy in the future. And that would be somebody as a business owner that I would be willing to spend more on advertising because they have a higher likelihood of buying. The other benefit here is that you can show different offers to people. So maybe you need to create, maybe there's an opportunity for you to increase your prices, or maybe you can break up a package. Instead of having multiple products, you can only sell one product. There is infinite opportunity here with testing different offers. But what you can end up doing is avoiding this sorry we're closed, come back later situation and making transactions online 24 hours a day. thanks to these platforms like Facebook. And in order to do this, it's really easy. What you want to do is go to your business manager. What you see here is a screenshot of my Facebook. You want to go to the top right-hand corner there where you see that little white arrow pointing down. Click on that and then click on Manage Ads. When you do, this business manager is going to pop up. And what you can do is click on this section called Pixels. Once you click on the pixel, then you can go ahead and install that. And this is just an example of what it looks like. This is from one of my sites last year. And setting this thing up is really easy. You have two options. You can integrate it with a tag manager, or you can just copy and paste the code into your website. Honestly, if you are not very tech friendly, you just don't know how to do a lot of this, just have somebody do it. It's not going to take a lot of time, but this will be really powerful for your company. So the next way that you can increase your advertising success using Facebook is simply by growing your Facebook likes. The rule of thumb that I have is about 10 to 20% of your ad spend should be on growing likes. And the reason that you want to do this is to build a list of people who are going to come to your page and people who are going to become buyers. I recommend using videos that provide value. You typically want to think about the viewer and ask, what's in it for me? So if you are a roofer, maybe you want to talk about new shingles that are coming out or how to choose a shingle. Maybe you want to talk about the essentials of hiring a roofing company, some things that you want to do. Essentially what you want to do is deliver value up front. But by building a big list, you are going to be able to increase your cash flow. Now, does this make sense to you guys? Well, here's what you'll be able to do is you can find people who are interested. You can get shares organically. If your content's good enough, people are going to want to share it with their friends and their family. And most importantly, you can build a custom audience. You see, Facebook has about 240,000 data points on each Facebook user. And these are things like what kind of phone they use, what kind of device they log into Facebook from, when do they log in, where do they log in from, who are their friends. And so if you can leverage their data, you can build an audience of people who look like your best buyers. So you can look at people who have purchased on your website, share that information with Facebook and say, hey, Facebook, I want you to go out and find the people who are closest, who resemble these people the closest, right? So I want to go out and find more of these people, and that's what a custom audience can do. Now, who should you be targeting with these different campaigns? Well, one of the great tricks is you can target people who like your competitors' pages. So if you're a coffee shop and you have, let's say, 10 other coffee shops around you, you can go ahead and just look at who has liked their pages and then show those people an offer. You can also find people who have similar interests. So for instance, if you own a karate studio or a mixed martial arts studio, then you can actually go and find people who like fitness, people who are involved in local running groups, people who have kids, things like that. You can expand the interests there so that you can target folks who are more likely to buy. And then finally, you can target specific groups of people. This is a really powerful concept where you can actually go in and show ads to specific groups, whether it be a neighborhood group or a mom's group or something like that. You can show ads to people who are in these groups. Now, just doing these campaigns is going to allow you to get more from the people who visit your website. It's going to allow you to have a better relationship with your existing customers because you'll be communicating with them. And you should drive additional revenue because now you're making an offer to people who are aware of who you are and are more likely to buy. Now, step number 3 is that you want to understand your LTV. What does LTV stand for? Well, it's lifetime value. The lifetime value is beneficial for your company because you can know when you will break even with your advertising costs. More importantly, you'll know how much to spend to acquire a new client. And then ultimately, you'll have better cash flow management. You see, if you're going to spend money, wouldn't it be nice to know when you're going to make it back? When you track your LTV, you'll know that and how much it costs to get a new client. This is going to help you manage your cash flow better. Can you see how this could make you more profitable? Well, let's look at a sample LTV calculation. Let's say that you're a gym and you sell a membership for $100 a month. And the average person who buys that membership, they stick around for 6 months. Well, your LTV would be $600. Now let me ask you, would you be willing to spend $300 to make $600? In other words, would you be willing to spend $300 to double your money? Having this sort of understanding of what your customers are worth is going to allow you to be more conscious of how much you should be spending to acquire a new customer, and what it can do is allow you to make projections on your advertising spend. So, for instance, if you put in $10,000 into a marketing campaign, well, I should know that within 60 days, I'm going to make back X. Maybe it's $10,000, and then in 90 days, I'm going to make $15,000, and then in 12 months, I'm going to make $45,000. The only way that you can understand how much you should be investing in your marketing and how much it's worth is by understanding what this lifetime value is. This is extremely powerful stuff for your business. It doesn't only apply to online, it applies to your overall marketing strategy, and it can help you win the marketing game. So let's just recap exactly what we just went through. First off, we want to show offers to people who visit your website the next time that they're on Facebook. Next, we want to grow the list of people who are likely to buy your page by targeting a custom audience that looks like your best customers. And then finally, we want to calculate the lifetime value of our customers so that we have smart ad management and we're using the money that we advertise, the money that we use to invest in our advertising the most efficiently. So does that make sense to everybody? I mean, can you see how just this one tool, this one platform can help grow your business and help you be more effective? Well, I hope that this is valuable because the next secret is really going to help you out even more. Secret number 2 is how I use Google to find hot buyers. The rule of thumb when advertising is that 3% of the people who see your advertisement will buy at that time. So the other 97% of people are not ready to buy when they see your advertisement. So in order to target those people who want to buy, who are more likely to buy, we want to only spend advertising dollars on Google for search terms that have intent. And would you guys like some examples of that? Well, let's take a couple examples here. Here are a few terms that have buying intent. So it would be 24-hour blank, 24-hour service. So if you are a HVAC company or a plumbing company or some sort of home service, if somebody is searching 24-hour service, what does that mean? They're probably 12 o'clock at night, their pilot light just went out, and they're sitting at home and it's cold. They need some service. Those people are more likely to buy. Same thing with instant blank quote. So if you have a roofing company, instant roofing quote. Okay, if somebody's looking for something instantly, they're more likely to buy, right? Local blank review. So if it's local plumber review, well, again, people have a higher intent. Same thing with buy blank online. So if you want to sell a certain product online, you'll want to show your ad for terms that for searches that include terms like buy blank online. Same thing with coupons, on sale, coupon code, discount code, for cheap. You know, these are great things to have, great search terms to advertise for, not only for your company, but you can also advertise for your competitor's company, right? So if I put in my competitors, if I'm running ads for my competitors, for when people search my competitor's name on sale or my competitor's coupon code, well, how good would it be if your company ad showed up right underneath that? When somebody says competitor X coupon code and your company shows up, at least you would be in the running for getting that business. And if somebody's looking for a coupon code, what does that mean? Well, they probably have the cart open, they're probably with their wallet, and they're getting ready to make a purchase. And so you're finding these people at the exact time that they are more likely to buy. Now, I also have a number of different search terms here. I think there are about 50 or 60 that I'm going to include in the resources link later on. But this is a great tactic that you can use to start targeting buyers with intent. So we also want to place the ad or offer on Google for these terms. And the big question that people have is, well, how much should I spend on advertising? And the thing is that you shouldn't just come up with these numbers on your own. In fact, you should leverage some tools that are out there to help you define exactly how much to spend. Now, this is a tool called iSpionage, and what it will allow you to do is collect data that helps you to jumpstart your pay-per-click keyword research. And this is going to allow you to save time when you're creating and optimizing campaigns. So instead of starting from scratch, iSpionage enables you to learn from what your competitors are doing in order to set up optimized campaigns right from the beginning. This means that you don't have to spend as much time experimenting with campaigns to find the right variations, wasting time, and more importantly, wasting money in the process. Instead, you can go out there and find terms that are working, that have been converting for people, and then copy what their ads are, make them into your own, and use them in a way that can help you grow your business and do it at a quicker pace. Does that make sense to everybody? This is a really powerful tool, and then I would definitely encourage it. Now, the next thing that you want to do is just build out your campaigns. And so in order to do this, you'll have to go into Google AdWords. This is just a snapshot of what the Google Ad account looks like. All you need to do is go to adwords.google.com, and you can set up your account there if you haven't done so already. And then you can literally just take the terms with buying intent that I gave you before that you're going to be able to download in the resource section, take these and go in and set up your ads. So with the keywords that I'm giving you, you can just go in here and literally put it in and start running campaigns today using this information. Does that sound like a tool that can help you grow your business pretty quickly? Well, I hope that you found this effective, because this is very, very powerful stuff that can help you grow your business and start finding buyers today. Now, just to recap exactly what we did, we just walked through how to run ads using strong buyer intent keywords. Words like 24-hour blank, instant blank, review, coupon code, things like that. You're going to get the full list in the resource section later on in this. But I also showed you a tool that you can use to research your competition, to find out how much they're paying for their advertising, how much they're paying for their clicks, and what their monthly ad budgets are. Then I showed you how you can test these phrases over a period of time using Google AdWords. All you got to do is put them into AdWords there, and you can start testing them. You can set up how long you want them to run, how much you want to spend on each word, etc. But this is all very powerful stuff. How many people think that they could grow their business just using what they've learned so far? Hopefully everybody is saying yes, because there are very few companies who are even implementing what you've just seen here. But would you like to know how to take it to the next level? Well, the first two secrets that I showed with you were just for finding buyers and getting people to your website. But now, once they're to your website, how do you actually convert prospects into customers? Well, secret number 3 is to convert prospects into customers, you want to use automated email sequences. And the benefits of email are that you can build a relationship with somebody. If you are communicating with them and they're opening your emails, you can guide them into the conversation. The other piece is that by continually sending them content and giving them value, you are going to be able to take them down your path, educate them, and build trust and make it more likely that they're able to buy. Now, I love this graphic from Digital Marketer that shows some great statistics about how companies are using email. In it, you see that 50% that companies using email to nurture leads generate 50% more sales-ready leads at a 33% lower cost. So effectively, they can cut their lead cost down by 30% and get better buyers. They're also claiming that email conversion rates are 3 times higher than social media, with a 17% higher value in the conversion. What does that mean? Is that you are able to get people who are better purchasers. They're going to spend more when they purchase, and they're more likely to make a purchase. Now, this is a great stat. It should encourage you and really excite you about using email marketing. It's $1 spent on email marketing. The average return on investment is $44.25. Okay, who would like to spend $1 and get $44.25 back? I know I sure would, right? And look who this comes from: Direct Marketing Association, HubSpot, Email Expert, McKinsey and Company. These aren't companies that are new to the marketing game, that aren't taking their data seriously. These are very well-established companies who know how to market and how to grow a business. So we should take their wisdom and apply it to our company. But how can you actually do this? Well, first off, you want to use dynamic email. Dynamic email is a strategy where you use automated email sequences. So if somebody opts in for a quote on your website, or they ask for an appointment with you, you can send them a series of emails to get them ready so that when they actually meet with you, they have all the materials necessary, they have the information necessary, or you already know how likely they are to buy. You can also add in analytics. And so what you can do is start to measure who is clicking on your emails. So you include a link in the email that takes them back to your website. You can measure all of that. And as a result, you can guide their next email based on the behavior that they demonstrated, based on the behavior that they showed you that they've already proven. So if somebody's clicking on an email and a link, you know that they're more interested in that topic. Well, the next email that comes out should either support that or complement it in some ways. You see, automated email sequences are just a series of emails that go out on a regular basis that educate and help people to take action. Now, when they take that action, you want to be able to study what happened, and you want to know how often have they visited your page, are they ready to buy something, or are they getting stuck, or do they need help? What this comes down to is having a system that meets buyers at each stage of the buying process. Here you see a graphic that shows you what the funnel looks like, the buying funnel. Somebody is going to become aware of the company, then they're going to evaluate your company relative to your competitors, and then finally they'll make a purchasing decision, which is conversion. You want your dynamic email to help your customers through the stages of awareness, evaluation, and conversion. There are different questions that are being asked at each stage, and this is your opportunity to join the conversation and provide valuable information. Doing so is going to feel more natural to our behaviors as buyers, and it's going to create a better experience because it's going to seem like you're actually listening to people. So you can see how it doesn't just help your company by measuring the number of people at each stage, but it also helps your customers get the information that they want on their terms. They're in control, they're driving the car, but you own the road. How cool is that? Well, what are some of the essential campaigns that you should have for your company? First off, you want to have some sort of lead magnet. This is just a small bit of information that's going to help somebody answer some questions that they have. So for instance, if you run a printing company, maybe you want to have a video course about the five designs that every company will need when they start their business. So maybe it's a business card, a folder, a letterhead, an envelope, and some sort of handout, right? But you want to have a lead magnet that allows you to collect somebody's information in exchange for a small piece of content. This is going to be free. It could be your free appointment, free review, your white paper, a video course, or whatever. But just because they said that they want it doesn't mean that they'll actually show up and get it. Has anyone ever had someone schedule an appointment and never show up? Of course we have, right? Life happens and people get distracted, but you don't have time to follow up with each person individually. So why not have a system that follows up with these people to send them reminders of the day, what to bring, how to reschedule, parking, and everything. You can do that with your lead magnet campaign. Do you see how this could help your business, how you could grow your business using this? Well, the next campaign is for a follow-up or a review. And this is going to take place after someone makes a purchase. So you want to get their opinion on their experience and make sure that it went well, right? I would much rather, as a business owner, deal with a problem up front directly with the customer rather than them going to Yelp or going out to Google and leaving a poor review. Can anybody relate to that? Well, today people are looking at sites like Google and Yelp before visiting most businesses. So why not have a campaign built to generate positive reviews or help people who would leave a negative reviews? Finally, we want to have a re-engagement campaign. Now, this could be for people who said they were interested but never took action, or it could be for someone to make a second sale. If you're smart, you'll have both of these campaigns. You see, it's 70% easier for you to sell to someone who has already bought than it is to find a new customer. Once you have a prospect or a client's email, stay in touch with them. Tell them to follow you on Facebook. Share what's going on with your company. Tell them what you're excited about and how it can help them. These type of campaigns can change your business for good. What would happen if your business got 3 to 5 extra customers a month from an email? That'd be a game changer, wouldn't it? Well, what's great is that you get to write these emails once and then they're set. You don't have to go back and rewrite them each time. And just setting up these simple campaigns is going to help you make more of your existing customers, your existing leads, and generate new revenue. So would you guys like to see what a campaign looks like? Well, here's just a very simple campaign structure, and I built this using a program called Drip. It's a great email automation service that's out there. Some of you are wondering, what does the campaign look like? Well, here's exactly what happens. In this campaign, someone would enter their information on your website for a free white paper. And when they do, they get a tag saying that they downloaded the white paper. If they opted in but they didn't download it, then we'd have to send them a reminder. But if they opted in and they actually downloaded the paper, then we know they're more interested, don't we? So we can send them a video course along with the white paper that maybe answers more questions, or really could just be you explaining the white paper. That course would start a workflow where we send them, say, 3 to 5 videos teaching them cool stuff. At the end, we can make a small offer, which if they take, they move on to another campaign selling the bigger ticket item that's more profitable to your company. You see, this is a very simple workflow. It can be very powerful because what you're doing is you are automating business development. You are eliminating some of those tasks that you have to do over and over again, and you're educating people so that they can access the information on their terms and they can look at it on their time when it's convenient for them. But it doesn't take away from the quality. It doesn't take away from the value that you add. Does that make sense to everybody? Well, let's just recap exactly what we learned here. So in rule number 3, we learned that email is cheaper. In secret number 3, we learned that email is cheaper and more effective. We also learned that you can give your customers a better experience by tailoring their emails based on their behaviors. We also learned how to generate sales from lost prospects, hot leads, or repeat buyers using just one system. Now, this isn't just theory learned on the internet. Now, this isn't just theory learned on the internet. This is actually helping businesses. Would you like to see? Well, meet my friend Chris Vigilante, the owner of Vigilante Coffee. By working with him and implementing one of these email campaign strategies, we were able to increase his web traffic and sales during one of the busiest seasons of the year. In fact, in just one campaign, we were able to generate about $12,000 in sales. You see, do I have permission just to be straight with you guys? Well, can you imagine what it'd be like to open up a new sales source? Are you seeing how this works? Well, meet my friend Saeed Masumi, who is the owner of Vins DC. He had an old email list of about 3,000 people who had come to his website, given information, and some of them had even purchased cars from him before, but they weren't being engaged, they weren't being interacted with. We went out and sent an email, just one email blast, to that list of people, and over a span of 3 days, we're able to generate 45 leads for his dealership. Okay? How many of you would like 45 new leads to come in just by sending out one email? I mean, that stuff is powerful. What about my friend Jeff Johnson here? Jeff runs a sales training organization, and we were able to help him organize his own sales funnel and build a model for others. Who wants to be my next success story? Well, picture this. What would it feel like to be able to take your kids on the vacation of their dreams and give them memories that they would never forget? How would it feel to tell your wife that she no longer has to work? What would it feel like to be able to sleep at night knowing that your business is generating money without you? Do you think that your employees would look at you differently if you weren't only giving them a paycheck for today, but you were helping them to put money towards their retirement by sharing in your company's success? In fact, how many of you are ready right now to have your very own 24-hour sales machine? Well, you can with the Rapid Results package. You see, in this package, you're going to get some great tools like the Facebook Ignite course. In this course, I'm going to show you how to install the pixel on your website. Next, I'm going to walk you through how to build the custom audiences of people who visit your website, people who visit certain pages of your website, and people who are similar to your best buyers. Then we'll walk through how to set up 3 different ad campaigns: the like campaign, the retargeting campaign, and the lead generation campaign. And I'm going to give you our funnel calculator and our analytics so that you're able to measure everything and make sure that it is working properly for you. This is a $697 value that you're going to get with the Rapid Results package. But that's only one component. In fact, you're also going to get the Google Spotlight course. Now, this is a $1,597 value that is going to show you how you can review your competitors' ads, how to build a list of 50 different ads simply by going out and looking at what's already working. Then I'm going to show you how to set up your Google AdWords account and how to set up your Google Analytics so that you can measure exactly what's going on when people visit your website and determine what that's worth to your website so that you have better discretion over your ad spend. So in the Rapid Results package, you're going to get the Facebook Ignite course. It's worth $697. You're also going to get the Google Spotlight course, which is worth $1,597, bringing the total value up to $2,394. But I'm not going to stop there. In fact, you're also going to get this course, which I think could be the most valuable for you. This is a $2,197 value where I'm going to provide you with 3 sequences that you can implement in your business. You actually don't have to go out and create the sequences and understand how they work. I'm actually going to build these out for you. So all you have to do is copy and paste them. Next, I'm going to give you the templates with all the email copy already written. So it's kind of like ad libs. You just go in and you type in exactly what the words should be to reflect your business and your offers, and then boom, you can implement them. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to automate these 3 campaigns. So it doesn't matter if you're using MailChimp, if you're using Drip or ActiveCampaign. I'm going to walk you through each of these systems and how to integrate the campaigns that I'm building for you into them. Okay? How many people think that that would be valuable if I just did the work for you? Well, that's just one component of the Rapid Results package. You see, you're going to get the Facebook Ignite course that's $697. You're going to get the Google Spotlight course that's $1,597 value, and the email liftoff package, and the email turbo package, which is $2,197, bringing the total value to $4,591. See, the program is the most complete, easy to use, turnkey system available today. You're going to have more time, you're going to make more money, you're going to have peace of mind about your cash flow. And it's going to come by using these courses, the Facebook Ignite course, the Google Spotlight course, the email turbo course. The total value here is $45.91. But for the first 30 people who buy, they're going to get the website speed burst. You see, most websites are getting over half of their traffic from mobile visitors today. That means that people are visiting your website on their cell phones or their tablets. And this can be a huge issue if you haven't optimized your website for mobile visitors. So if your website loads slow, most visitors are going to leave, which means you could be spending money to get people to your website only to have them leave because your page doesn't load fast enough. So what my team and I are going to do for the first 30 people who sign up is review your website speed and give you step-by-step instructions for how to fix it. In fact, we're going to use multiple tools out there and provide you with the exact reports so that you can increase your page load time. This is going to be very valuable for you, and that's a $297 value. So again, you're going to get the Facebook Ignite course, the Google Spotlight course, email turbo course, plus the first 30 people are going to get the website speed burst. This is a total value of $4,888. But what if I could do something a little bit better for you? Well, that's why I want to give the first 20 people who purchase the content action plan. You see, I'm going to show you how you can tweak your social media presence with a new banner and provide you with 30 days of posts. In fact, me and my team are going to put together designs for you, one post per day for 30 days so that you don't have to worry about designing anything for social media, coming up with anything creatively. We're going to have our professional designers put together 30 posts for you. So that all you have to do is load them up onto your Facebook page, schedule when you want them to go out, and boom, you have them all set. Now, this is a $997 value that's going to be available for the first 20 people who take action today. So again, you're going to get the Facebook Ignite course for $697 that has a $697 value. You're going to get the Google Spotlight course that has a $1,597 value, the Email Turbo course that has a $2,297 value, and the first 30 people are going to get the Website Speed Burst with a $297 value. The first 20 people are going to get the content action plan that's going to have me and my team go out and build your social media post for 30 days, all for a total value of just $5,885. But how many people would like me to do even better than that? Well, I'm also going to give you a 4-week mastermind. I can't do this for everybody. This is only for the first 10 people. But what we'll do is we will set up for those first 10 people a 90-minute session where weekly I'm going to share with you some advanced strategies. These are marketing campaigns that I'm using currently in my business, and I'm going to share those with you on a weekly basis for 4 weeks, and then I'm going to answer your questions. And so if you have questions about how do I tweak my ad campaign, or how do I adjust my AdWords, or what do I do for my email, all of that can be answered in the mastermind, the 4-week mastermind, where we sit down and we interact on a one-on-one basis. So you don't have to go out and hire a marketing consultant. You don't have to go out and hire an agency. You don't have to have your marketing person learn all this stuff. Instead, you just come to the mastermind, bring your questions, and I'm going to have my team available to help you out. So if you have questions about any of this stuff, we're available for you. So again, in the Rapid Results package, you're going to get the Facebook Ignite course for $697 value, the Google Spotlight course, it's a $1,597 value, Email Turbo, it's a $2,297 value. The first 30 people are getting the Website Speed Burst, that's a $297 value. The first 20 are going to pick up the content action plan, where my team actually builds out the social media post for you. It's a $997 value. And the first 10 people are getting the weekly mastermind. It's a $697 value. This brings everything to a total value of $6,582. But I want to ask you a question here, and I want you to be genuine with me. How much is your time worth? Because you can spend years like I have reading books and articles, going to seminars, buying different trainings, testing different campaigns, and hiring different coaches. You can spend the next 4 years doing that, but that time you spend is gone forever. Or you can use your replenishable assets, your money, to purchase something that isn't replenishable, your time. Isn't your time worth more than that? You can use your money to save time. Think about it. This is one of the most powerful strategies that you see among billionaires. Time is the most valuable and fastest diminishing resource we have in the world. Don't you want to use it efficiently? Well, over the past hour, would you agree that it's been time well spent so far? I mean, we've covered a lot, and we can't cover everything in 1 hour. In fact, even if we had a whole day, you wouldn't be able to learn everything. Now, I do have a special offer for you that allows you to get everything that you need to know and implement it. Because if you have everything that you need to know, then you can implement this in your business and start getting results today. So you'll be thrilled that a lot of people think they don't have the time to make this work. And I was just working with a new client a few days ago who owns an automotive garage that has depended on referrals to grow their business over the past 14 years. Now, normally they'd get about 2 to 5 referrals per month, but they recently changed locations and were starting to lose those referrals. But we use this system to show them how they can pick up traffic from searches that already exist and then present those people with an offer. You see, we just went out and looked at what all of their competitors were doing and how they were getting traffic. Then we structured ads in a content plan to take the traffic away from their competitors and move it to their own website. The truth is that the vast majority of us business owners can increase our revenue by making small changes to our marketing. But if you don't know how to advertise and market online, then you're not going to grow your business. Wouldn't it be great to know that your business is still operating and making money even when you're closed? Well, my friends, today I have a special offer for you that you can get started. You don't have to pay $6,597. Instead, you just have to pay one payment of $997 and go to maverikseo.com/go to get started. All you have to do is just go to http://maverikseo.com/go, one payment of just $997. You see, guys, I'm sure that you're like me and you have some habits that are a liability for you. Habits are very hard to break, and if we were to end this webinar right now, I'd go eat some lunch and enjoy the rest of my day. This stuff is already working for me and my clients. My guess is that if we ended this webinar right now, you're going to go back to doing what you're doing, and 90% of you won't implement what you've learned today. So my job as your friend, as your coach, as your advisor is to not let that happen. I want to help you increase your business revenue. This is literally the easiest and fastest way to get from where you are to where you want to be. But I'm scared that if we're not careful, you're going to slip back to what you've been doing for the past month, past year, past 10 years, which could result in you going bankrupt like so many businesses that are like so many businesses in the US now. So I'm not going to let that happen to you as your coach. You know, people ask me all the time, how much do I need to market online? And I always tell them it depends how much of this you already have implemented in your business. People always worry about the new shiny object and being present on social media, but that stuff is all secondary. To have success today, you need a complete marketing system that drives prospects, that nurtures them to leads, and converts them into customers. Now, who has this worked for? Now, you may be saying, well, this won't work for my business, but let me share who this has worked for. You see, I've worked with customers of all different industries. I've worked with automotive dealers. I've worked with service-based businesses, folks like financial planners, folks like consultants. I've also helped out with professional services like CPAs. I've also helped out bike shops and retail organizations. I've even helped out some people in the restaurant space like coffee shops. You see, when I started this, I had two choices. The first option was I can make this thing as cheap as possible and try to sell it as many You see, when I first created this program, I really had two choices. The first one was to go cheap as possible and try to sell it to as many people as possible. But that doesn't really allow me to deliver the best value to you. If you've been in business, you know that you get what you pay for. And in order to get good results, you have to pay a little bit more. And I'm not just regurgitating information that I've learned online. Instead, I'm actually showing you what's worked for my customers, what's working for my business now. So I went with the second option that requires a little bit higher of an investment on your end, but in exchange, you get more resources to guarantee your success. You see, if all this did was help you if all this did was finally give you peace of mind, hey babe.
Hi.
What's going on?
Just wanted to see how cute you are.
Still cute.